Another YouTube comment coming at you. Food for thought. Keeping it real. 2015, December the 8th. Christmas is not far away. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Today, we're going to talk about gun violence, gun control. Everybody knows in the United States of America that there is no gun control. They pretend there is gun control by saying that we have these regulations to purchase guns and screenings of purchasing guns. But at the same time, the most easiest way to purchase a gun is being 18 or 19 years old with no record, and you can go get guns for anybody that you want. Anyone could pay you thousands and thousands of dollars to go get a gun for them. So actually, there is no gun control in the United States of America. Attacking the American security in the United States of America is a false. All these politicians and news media is brainwashing you to think that you should be afraid and you go out and buy guns. This is a farce to present to you so you can go out and buy guns. And actually it worked. Since the last massacre in the United States of America, gun sales has risen on a larger scale more than ever. I ain't going to say more than ever, but I could say there has been reports of gun shops saying that they have had record sales, don't even have enough product to sell. That's how many people was out there. That's how many people was out there buying guns. Now, everybody is buying guns. I admit there are a lot of things that happen in the United States of America. Today in the United States of America, it's no mystery that we have had mass shootings, black on black deaths, deaths by officers. There is no mystery that we have lots of deaths in the United States of America by citizen on citizen. We have so many different deaths. Over the years, different cities or counties or states has been labeled murder capitals. As in the United States of America, we have different capitals, because the capital of Harrisburg and the capital of Pennsylvania is Harrisburg. So they name it by capital. So they say murder capital, which right now is Chicago, and it's based on population and deaths. So we have labeled different counties, cities, and states as murder capitals. We have been labeled as the most mass shootings against each other than any other country. We have labeled it as black on black deaths or black on black crime. We have labeled it as domestic violence. We have labels for the deaths that happens in the United States of America, and we still go out and buy guns on a large scale as a citizen to protect ourselves. And your country should not be at a point where as though you fear your next door neighbor. You fear your co-worker. You fear going out to go shop at a store. You should not fear going to work. Doesn't matter what your position may be. Whether you are in office on Congress, or whether you are a teacher going to school for the day, or whether you are a factory worker going to work for the day, and there's a mass shooting at your factory and you get caught up. These things should not exist in one of the most powerful, intellectual countries on this planet. Our intel, they say our intel, the CIA is one of the most best. They know everything. It's nothing that they don't know. So we have this massacre that happened by a certain individual that supposed to actually went overseas to the Middle East and came back with this female as a fiancé visa. But now we have a mass shooting in the media, and everyone in the media, social media, public media, on TV, newspaper, everyone's declaring these people as terrorists. But they actually were born, he was born on American soil. So this is another problem. You still have embedded people in the United States of America that will choose to kill you at any moment, whether it's for a cause or whether it's not a cause. And most of our deaths happen without a cause. On a mass scale, it's just someone that may do something because they may be a little demented But we have these mass shootings in the United States of America for years. And those that be choose not to do anything about trying to wiping these guns off, at least in our country. I mean, people say, yes, our 8th Amendment says that the government can come do this, but our 2nd Amendment says that we are allowed to bear arms. And I admit that we are really one of the most dangerous countries to each other compared to other countries. As domestic violence and deaths, we kill each other. I mean, 11,000 a year in one country? Some countries don't even have 11,000 in 100 years. We have 11,000 deaths or gun violence per year. And those are the ones that are reported. These are the ones that those that may be collected evidence and research and found out that this is the number of deaths by guns in the United States of America. And no one seems to be doing anything to stop it. All this rhetoric that's going on the news media today, because we had 2 massacres within a week's time, all these people that is talking on the media, it is just talk. The people that are in power are not listening. It's falling on their deaf ears. They really do not care. Those people that are in charge of manufacturing these weapons and ammunition to kill another human being on a large scale. It's been going on forever. I'm just basically talking about the gun violence within the last 20 and 30 years. I'm sure there was always gun violence, but not on a large scale in the United States of America. Not in the last 20 or 30 years. We had more large mass shootings in our country than ever. Or is it that now it's being more reported? Has it always existed? I wonder that. But I could say it existed, but I don't think it existed on a large scale the way it does today. Because anybody and everybody's little baby, auntie, mama, grandmama has a gun. Everybody and everybody has a gun. It sounds like a movie. It sounds like something you might see in a movie where your city or your country is that damn dangerous that everyone must have a gun. And you riding on a bus and something happens and then everyone pull out a gun. That's not the way society is supposed to be. That's not the way civilization is supposed to be. You're not supposed to be in fear of your everyday breathing of air, walking out and waking up and breathing the blessing of waking up every day and going out to work, going out to go grocery shopping, going out to go visit a relative. You should not have that fear, whereas though you feel as though you must carry a gun. It is not that serious in the United States of America. And they got y'all all fooled. I say y'all because I'm not into it. And they have America brainwashed to think that they really need a gun like that. Like I say, we still are dangerous towards each other. But we are not that way, whereas though we need to take a gun to school as a teacher or as a student, whether it's college, whether it's public, whether it's parochial, whether it's private. You should not have that feeling that you need to take a gun to school. It should not be that way. You got to go to your doctor's appointment, and you go to your doctor's appointment, and you see a Glock 9 sitting on the daggone counter because the nurse is scared something may happen. That's not the way it should be in the United States of America. There's no way. There's no way that you should have to carry a gun on an airplane because you're afraid. Because we know ain't nobody really hijacked no plane. So, but now they're making this. Now they're talking about they need to carry a gun on airplanes and to school and to church shooting because of the church shooting, and that was a mad incident that happened. But now people want to give a clergy a gun. We have come that far where our religious people need to carry a gun to church because they are afraid that someone may walk in and shoot it up in the United States of America, the most powerful and military, intellectually, and everything, that you need to carry a gun for your own protection because you're worried about your citizen. Someone in your pew in your church. That's not the way the United States is. The United States was never, ever like this. The United States symbol is gone. That freedom and peace and all that stuff is no longer existing. And it's been proven by all the massacres and multi-killings of the American citizens. And I say this as American citizens because it is no terrorist doing this. It's the American citizen that is terrorizing each other. Domestic terrorism in the United States of America is done by American citizens. It's not no terrorists that they're boasting on TV. It has nothing to do with terrorism here. It may exist everywhere else, but it does not exist in the United States of America. We are terrorizing each other. Domestic terrorism is on the largest scale ever in this country, and no one seems to do anything about it. But that's the honest to God truth. It's called domestic terrorism. It's all about us killing each other. United States citizens are killing each other more on a larger scale than any other country that exists with their other citizens presiding in their countries. So we need to stop this. These people that are in power that's talking all this rhetoric has nothing to do with no overseas terrorism. It's American domestic terrorism. Food for thought. Keeping it real.